Hello and welcome to Disney Mirrorverse. Today we're going to talk about which characters or guardians are the best in the game. And I've seen a lot of tier lists. They're all over the place. I think most of the people who make tier lists, they did not play every single character, and neither did I. But after playing this game for a couple of months, I've learned a few things that I want to tell you today, so you will probably never need a tier list again. I'm gonna tell you how to find out if the character is good or not in the game, and I'm gonna show you a few of the characters I think you should work on the most, at least right now. Maybe somebody else gets nerfed or buffed in the future, but for now there is a clear distinction between the best characters and not so best. So, what makes character good in this game? Now, in this game, there is one game mode right now that actually requires you to have very powerful teams, and you actually want to be able to grind this game mode on as high a level as possible. And this game mode is Towers. In Towers, you have 30 levels, and there's right now, in the moment of recording, only 4 towers that rotate every week. We have Royalty Tower, High Tech Tower, Leader Tower, and Seafaring Tower. Now, basically, the name of the tower is the name of the trait that a character possesses, and you will need a whole team of that trait in order to beat the whole tower, which you definitely want to do, because the top floors of each tower gives you elite books, which you will absolutely need to maximize the talents of your characters. And in my opinion, just this fact makes the characters with the traits from the towers extremely useful. However, there are characters who do not have any of those traits. Like, for example, Ian Lightfoot. Let's take a look at this guy. I just got him as a 5-star. Tall, Booksmart, and Pixar. He literally has no use in this game, because, I mean, you could play them in regular modes that don't have any requirements, and sometimes for the dungeons you might need one character of a certain trait in order to receive the boost. But in my opinion, it's not really that important, and sometimes there are events they might require certain characters for like a specific locked battles. But honestly, leveling up and pouring resources into a character just for that tiny little battle that you don't even know which character you're gonna need for it, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So what I'm trying to say is that, in my opinion, the defining factor of how good the character is if it possesses the trait of a tower. And the best characters are gonna be the ones who have 2 traits. For example, Scrooge McDuck, S+ tier. And I'm not saying because I'm a huge fan of DuckTales and I grew up watching DuckTales and I absolutely love Scrooge McDuck. No, that's not the only reason. He is S+ tier because he has 2 traits, High Tech and Leader, which means you can use him in 2 towers. One character, you pour resources into him, and he will be useful to you in 2 towers at the same time. And also, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's one of the best support characters in the game. Absolutely ridiculously good. Combined with High Tech and Leader being useful in 2 towers out of 4, makes this guy S+ tier, in my opinion, in this game. Absolutely ridiculous. Ariel. I would say she's an S tier. I cannot put her in the same tier as Scrooge McDuck, but she also has Royalty and Seafaring. You can use her 2 towers as well, and she's a really, really strong character. But she does need a good support with her to keep her alive most of the time, which Scrooge could be perfect, but they do not share a tower, so you will not play them together in the tower. Absolutely beautiful characters. She is very good. Her attack can go very high. The only problem with her is that she is squishy, which means you need a good support around her. Now, there is a few more characters. Evil Queen. No. Snow White. Snow White is royalty and leader. Unfortunately, I don't think she's super great, like in terms of her bio and abilities. She's not bad. She is probably like if you don't take into account her traits, I would put her maybe B tier. She is great, but she is not one of the best melee characters. Unless I mean, I haven't played her too much. I'm sure everybody who makes tier lists, they did not play hours with every character. I played her a couple of times. She seems alright, but in my opinion, just the simple fact that she is royalty and a leader means that I would put her in A+ tier, because putting resources in this one character will allow you to dominate 2 towers. Incredible. Now, there is a possibility that in the future they're gonna add more towers, and I would be surprised, to be honest, if they didn't. They could add gravity-defying tower. They could add stealthy tower. They could add Pixar tower. They could add so many towers using other characters' traits. But for now, at the moment of recording of this video, towers are the end game. Like right now, I can beat every single game mode. I'm not talking about story. Story doesn't really do much, so I don't even count it as an end game mode. I can beat any event, extreme difficulty, expert difficulty, absolutely easy with my main team. Like I beat every single one of these events, so I can farm it if I need to. The only game, like events, fine. Dungeons, okay, dungeons you can count as an end game, but honestly, I'm placing 1 to 20% every single time, and the difference between that and the next rank is so ridiculous that unless you're paid to win and you're buying dungeon packs, you will probably not reach that top 200. You might get a little bit higher, maybe get slightly better rewards, but for dungeons, like you just need 2 strong characters, and then the third one you put the one that gives you the bonus. So I don't think dungeons is like a game-changing game mode, so you need to like work on specific characters for it. The only game mode that requires you to have specific characters is towers. Right now, my royalty and high-tech tower are pretty trash. I mean, I can get higher than that. I'm doing this like I'm grinding this day by day. I don't really grind the whole thing. For now, right now, my best tower is the leader tower. I can literally use my main team in the leader tower, and I can tell you which floor I managed to clear the last time leader tower was around. You can see it right here. Tower. Oh, it doesn't really show. It shows you the current. It shows you the current tower. I thought it shows you the highest tower you ever did. Anyway, I managed to clear floor 28 of the leader tower, which was insane. And even with my best team that can clear absolutely everything in the game, I could not clear full tower, the best tower for me. The rest of the towers, I could get level 14, 15. I could not go above 20. Okay, so back to the Guardians. Which are going to be... First of all, I do not think you should invest into Guardians that do not have at least 1 tower trait. Like, for example, I think Mr. Incredible is the best character in the game. I'm going to be honest. Out of every single character I've tried, he is the best character in the game. Once you get enough charges and build a decent defense on this guy, he becomes unkillable. He literally, you cannot kill him no matter what you do. He becomes, his defense gets so freaking high, and then his damage is insane, and then his heavy attacks can knock people down. It's ridiculous. Like, this character is, like, I'm maxing him out as soon as I can. And luckily, he does have a leader trait, which means I can actually use him in a leader tower. So, in my opinion, this is absolutely best character in the game. S++ tier. Him and Scrooge McDuck. These 2 characters are gonna take you places. Now, I'm using Mickey Mouse because he's a leader, and he's a very, very powerful support character, and 2 support characters and a damage dealer is a meta, so this is why I'm very high in leader tower. But I'm getting closer on my seafaring tower. I'm working on my Ariel. I recently got her to 4 stars, working on her talents, working on her level, so hopefully soon I'll be able to dominate seafaring tower as well. Hercules, not useful at all. I did level him up eventually, but if you look at his bio, he's not useful for any towers at the moment. We have Maui. Maui is extremely important because there is not that many good seafaring characters, and Maui is actually a very good tank. And you do want to use your Maui in seafaring tower, so I'm working on this guy as well. Plus, I want to get him to level 40 just so I can take my Mr. Incredible to level 60. This is how this game works. In order to take your characters to a higher level, you need to bring up the rest of your team to, like for example, to take my Mr. Incredible to level 60. I mean, to the next rank, I will need to have 2 Guardians at level 40, 2 additional tank Guardians at level 40. So I'm working right now on Maui. And I think I'm working on Donald Duck, because this guy, I can actually get him to 4 stars from just Alliance Crystals. And he seems to be a decent tank. And he is also a seafaring character, which hopefully... And also high-tech. High-tech and seafaring. If I take this guy up to a decent level, he's going to be useful for me in 2 towers. So this as well, in my opinion, makes Donald Duck S-tier character. You can just go around and click on characters and see if they belong to any towers. We have Royalty here. Pretty good support character. I like Evil Queen more though. She's also Royalty. There's not that many characters that belong to 2 towers. I think the only 3 ones that I said, Ariel, Scrooge, and Donald Duck. There might be a few more that I'm missing, but... I'm not sure. I didn't click on all of them. In my opinion, this is the best thing about the character. You can have, like, let's say, Jack Skellington. People say he's absolutely the best character in the game, and he's a royalty and a leader. So this guy, okay, I missed one. There's another one, obviously, that is a part of 2 towers, but he's not accessible right now. Probably going to be accessible in a Halloween. I'm going to drop fat cash on this man to get him. He looks like absolutely ridiculous character. But let's take a look. Okay. Hero is high-tech and leader. I don't need any more leaders, so I'm probably going to skip on him for now, even though I know he's an incredible character. I only have him at 3-star right now, so there's no point for me to put resources into him. Let's take Genie, for example. He's a pretty decent tank, but there's absolutely no reason for you to put any resources in him whatsoever, just because of the fact that you will not use him for any towers. And for other game modes, you can just use the characters that you leveled up for towers, because towers require much higher level than any other game mode. So in my opinion, look at your characters that you have right now in the collection and choose 3 strongest ones that you can use as a team for one of the towers. Do not try to level up every single tower team. Choose one tower that you're the closest, that you can beat the highest level right now, that you think that the team that you have is actually good and it can be worth it to put resources into it, and focus on that team. Put everything you have. That's what I did. Mickey, Mr. Incredible, and Scrooge McDuck. I put everything I had in this team, and now I can beat level 28 of the tower, which allows me to farm decent amount of elite books, which is huge, which means I can use those elite books to bring other heroes up. And once you manage to beat 30 levels in a tower, then choose the next tower and work on that team. That's just my recommendation, but again, you will need to work on other characters in order to level up your main characters. So do not just level up any characters. Like for example, I'm gonna need another support character to get to level 40 when I'm gonna try to get my Scrooge McDuck to level 60. So I'm probably gonna work on Hero, because I know that this guy definitely, like, I can use him in 2 towers, but maybe not hero. Maybe actually Evil Queen for the royalty tower, because I have very weak royalty characters. Like, the only one is Ariel, pretty much. For the tanks, I'm gonna work on Maui and Donald Duck again, so I have some options. I need a good character for Seafaring Tower as well. So that's just my advice. How to find out which characters are good and which are not? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is, are you gonna be able to beat towers with them? And I just told you my top picks. Some of the best characters in the game are gonna be Hero, Donald Duck, Snow White, Evil Queen, Maui, Ariel, Scrooge McDuck, Mr. Incredible. If you happen to have Mickey Mouse, I'm actually working on my Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna get him to 5 stars. You know how? Oh, this is simple. This is very simple. In store, I'm gonna spend all my green shards in Stardust store. As soon as I see Mickey Mouse, I buy. This is the only source to get him, besides the paying $50 for orbs and getting him as a bonus. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait until he comes back to the store and buy him. I already bought him once as a 4-star. Just need to buy him one more time, and then twice as a 3-star, and I have myself a 5-star Mickey Mouse. Alright, let's end this video by opening a few crystals. We're gonna open this one right now. Maybe we're gonna get a 5-star right now. Ooh, Frank Wolf. I'll take any green shards game. I'm gonna need a lot of those. Let's open the brilliant crystal. Oh my god, I don't care about Eve. What are you doing, game? Holy crap, she's such a high fusion right now. No. That was kicking in nuts if I ever seen one. We have another stellar crystal. Let's open it. Oh, 3-star though. I think he's gonna be 5 stars soon. And let's finish with one glowing crystal. Maybe we'll get a 3-star. Imagine. I use Maui. Thank you, game. Thank you very much. Alright, let me know in the comments which Guardians are your favorite. And I'm gonna see you in the next video, guys. A wonderful day. Subscribe for more Disney Mirrorverse content. And take care.